Well, do you guys remember this guy? You probably should. He's gonna tell us about some side quests. He had a massage today, Mark. That sounds fairly nice. Alright, so... Yes, we've heard about all this stuff. Let's go in and let's check these side quests again to refresh our memory, because it has been more than a whole stream since we've had any reason to think about that. A forest brought back to life by the sheer determination of a woman in the Middle Ages. This one is kind of irritating, but not horrible. I mean, honestly, not much of this game is hard, so... But mildly irritating. The fortress of one of Magus's 3 former generals in the Middle Ages. This one's not too bad. There's at least one important item for us to steal and a bunch of gear for Magus, so that's one we're probably going to do pretty early. A task to be done in the future in a birthplace of machines. Oh boy, that one is probably the worst out of all of the side quests. However, it gives Robo some pretty nice stat boosts, so it's definitely a pretty good one. A prehistoric stone that will shine with the light of all the ages of the world. That one is very simple and gets us some pretty good gear. The restless spirit of a proud knight slain by Magus in the Middle Ages and lingering even in the present. I was wrong, because I just suddenly realized after I said that the Robo one kind of sucked that this one's probably the most annoying out of them. And then we get this one, an object of legends in the Middle Ages that sparkles like a rainbow. This is the longest one, and it's kind of annoying as well. However, again, good rewards, so... Let us see what we can do. And yes, the old man is gonna do the thing. So before we begin with any of these proper, we are going back all the way to prehistoric times. He mentioned a prehistoric stone, and this is not where we go get it. We actually have to go into the far future in order to pick it up. Because you may remember talk of a sunstone in the Kingdom of Zeal. We're going to go get that, and we're going to go recharge it. However, first thing we do is we go to this burned down forest, or at least what's supposed to be a burned down forest. And we go to the Laruba Ruins, and nobody's here except for this new. Talk to this buddy. And this dude will let you change your names. But we don't care about that. He's got an item for us, more importantly. At least he should. Yeah, there you go. He gives us the Silver Gemstone. That is going to unlock a triple tech for a certain party that I don't remember what it is, but hey, there you go. Free triple tech, if that's the sort of thing that interests you. But no, what I'm actually here for is not this hut. I think it's the one over here. We want to go check the trade hut because I believe... Well, this dude has regular items for us. I think this guy will just have to... We need 10 each. Do we have that many? Yes, we do. So we got the ruby armor. I don't think we have enough to buy another one. I'm going to continue to assume that we do not. Yeah, see, we don't. The ruby armor, I believe, absorbs fire. So that's what we want it for. Reduces fire damage to 1/5. Okay, that's still pretty good, but it is less than I thought it was. Let's see who's... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter who hits best, just hits most, I guess. Alright, so... Yeah, we're just gonna give that to Chrono and mourn the lack of our red plate. And give him the speed ring. Because first we're gonna go take on that side quest that involves picking up the stone and dealing with that, because that one is very easy. Oh, wrong location. I overdid it. Whoops. That's okay. This should fix itself in a second. I just want some more easygoing music. Let's say that anyway. Bottom continents? Yes. Alright. So we park the time car here and we go into the Sun Temple. And you can see it's got the Zeal tile set. Check. Walk up to this thing. Oh! It's a killer fiery eyeball. The Son of the Sun. This is a very gimmick boss. You can't actually do damage to the main head. You have to attack these little flames on the side of it. When you get a correct hit, it will deal damage to the middle piece. Oh, they actually have a name in this version. They're called prominences. Neat. I did not know that. It also will cast Flare, which does a fuck ton of damage, which is a big reason why we want fire resist armor. So that way, when something like that happens, we can go, oh, that really, really sucks. Let me use a mid potion. This is also why we want somebody who is fast. We probably should have given the armor to Magus, technically, because he has the haste helmet. But I'd completely forgotten about that by this point, because of some reason. Why don't we just revive Robo and we get him to do some heal beam? Because a problem is that purple laser, magenta laser, I guess, is not fire elemental. So we're not completely proof from this thing's attacks just by virtue of having fire absorb if we did. Which, that's one of the things that I ran into in that Jets of Time randomizer. That I seem to recall that being a bit of an issue for me, but I haven't touched that in a while. I should give that another shot at some point. Probably using some much more standard settings. Nice. We're landing a lot of crits which don't actually matter whatsoever in this fight because the damage that we deal to the flames is meaningless. Don't target Robo again. That's just mean. Mean and unnecessary. Oh, I missed what that message said. Oh, I guess that's that it was dead. Okay. Get some experience, tech points, money, the usual. But more importantly, this bridge opens up. It does a weird animation. We come up here, and the Son of the Sun reverts to a sunstone. Its power has been lost over these long years, indeed. It would take at least 65 million years. That... You know something? Fair enough that they're telling us that very directly. Because they were just like, oh, guess the time period. At this point in the game, that would just add annoyance. And again, I don't know why I'm filling out this map. It just... Sometimes it's a thing that my brain goes, hey, you should do that, even though it doesn't add anything whatsoever. Back down to 65 mil. Let's do the thing. So over here, land our skyboat. Reptite lair. What? Oh right, this is way far off from where we need to be, huh? I got very confused because... Right. The thing is all the way over here. You do that with Dread? Yeah, fair enough. Well, also, I think that in Dread, I haven't looked at it in a bit, does... Like, item marks are only shown on the parts of the map that you've explored, right? Or have available. Though, I guess that's right, there's map station. You get the map at the start of every area. Oops. Just like in Fusion. Excuse me. Realizing that the last couple of times I played a regular Metroid game with regular map stations, I didn't go anywhere to pick them up. Because it was like randomizers and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was trying to... Yep. Stone is gone. Seems it's been gone for roughly 1,300 years. 1, Magus, why are you saying the present? 2, I don't remember it actually saying in the original, oh, it's been gone for roughly 1,300 years. That's an odd one. So yeah, we can take a look, and no, we can't interrupt the thief or anything, but yeah. It hasn't been gone for long. We'll search nearby. Nearby is going to be a bit of a stretch in terms of where this thing is, because... Well, I guess if you loop around the map, maybe the Continental Drift hasn't taken it that far. How is the Sun Temple down here, then? But yeah, you can see this brightly glittering house over here at the Mayor's Manor, and that should give you a nice cue that here it is. This guy's gonna act like he's never heard of the Moonstone. Now, you may remember earlier that, like, everybody in this dude's family was saying that he's an ungenerous piece of shit. And we gotta try to do something to see if we can fix that. And one way that we can do this is we come down here to the snail stop, and we purchase this man's spiced jerky for not quite 10 grand. So yeah, a little bit of a cash gate here for no good reason. Well, minimal good reason, I guess. And we drop back into the Middle Ages, and here's somewhere we can help sort people out, because I think somebody around here was looking for a piece of jerky. Take it for free. I mean, technically you could get the 10k and get your, like, 10 gold reward if you were one of those people. But also, we can come in here and we can pick up these chests finally. And we can get a black vest, which I think the vests absorb the element that they resist as well. But they're not quite as strong as plates, and as we have seen, pardon me, blah, 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 the primary reason to actually even bother using those armors is the fact that they absorb damage to that element. Yeah, it absorbs only half. So those things are not super useful by any stretch of the concept of usefulness whatsoever. But they're there. And we're gonna go get the other one now. Also, that hole in the ground is spoilers for another side quest. Well, calling it a spoiler seems only a bit of a stretch, but, you know, that's going to be associated with it. We will deal with it later. And so we crowbar this thing open, just like Gordon Freeman, and get ourselves a blue vest. Again, not super useful at this juncture, but hey, why not? Time travel, Dr. Freeman. Is it really that time travel again? And indeed, here we are creating yet another paradox. Probably. Well, probably creating a paradox anyway. I suppose maybe it's not. Listen, the whole idea of what is and is not a paradox can be a little bit weird. And this dude will just give us the Moonstone again. Unfortunately, it doesn't cause us to emit massive amounts of sparkly particle effects as we get on the map. But that's probably okay. I think that might make the SNES cry a little bit back in the day. Go back in here. And replace it. Because it's not fully charged. And again, something, batteries for portable devices. If they're not fully charged, they don't fucking work. We're gonna switch Luca into the party, which I believe to be necessary for this next part of things. Because we're gonna go pick up the Sunstone. And that is going to give us a couple of pieces of equipment for her. Again, granted, I'm not 100% sure how much we're going to use her, but still. We may as well grab this stuff. And so Luca just fills some bullets with energy. She's gonna show off a little bit. We got the Wonder Shot. That's right, we just filled could fuel the entire Kingdom of Zeal energy from a Moonstone that we somehow had to wait exactly 65,002,300 years with a little bit of time broken in the middle and being perfectly okay for that to happen into some bullets. For what is probably the jankiest ultimate weapon out of all of them. And again, ultimate weapon no longer applies to any of them, but I digress. However, Tabin took a little bit of fleck off of the Sunstone, and he gives us probably the real reward here, the sunglasses. Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Okay. Oh, they actually outright tell you what the deal is. The Wonder Shot versus the Turbo Shot. You will see a pretty serious attack upgrade there. From 118 to 192. That's kind of bullshit, actually, because as you can see down here, and I don't care if it's unprofessional, I'm putting the cursor in the screen. Playtime determines damage. Sometimes this will be really, really good depending on what your clock looks like. I believe determined by the number of seconds. So, like, in kind of a loop. And sometimes it'll just be amazing. It will do damage that reflects a number like that. It will lay bosses out pretty decently. And even that's a bit of a stretch because at this point, well, most bosses are fairly stout and do more than the hard cap of 99.99. Or sometimes it will just be garbage. Also, we lose the +3 speed from the turbo shot. Which means we're probably going to equip the turbo shot if we use her again, but we may as well put it on her for now. And... oh no, I'm an idiot. We get the sunglasses. The sunglasses are an item that is a little bit on the odd side. It just says boosts damage. Now, that's not really very descriptive, but trust me, the effect is pretty solid. So we're probably going to end up throwing that on somebody over here. Why don't we put it on Robos, that way he can kick more asses. And again, he is going to be a character that we have to use for a side quest, so why not? Real quick, we should go talk to Tabin again. I think he's got the helmet now, right? Tabin's suit. There's supposed to be a Tabin helmet also, right? Cough up. There we go. Tabin's helm. Alright, so yeah, as you have no doubt noticed, Luca gets a decent chunk of unique equipment. This is actually less good than what we have. It provides more magic defense, but I thought this was something a little more special. Wow, the Lost Sanctum equipment really, a lot of it does absolutely just hilariously outdo the stock gear, and I forgot that. On the other hand, this we will use. Because sure, we lose out on some magic by it, but we get +3 speed, and we get 50% defense against fire damage. That's pretty good. That is not to be scoffed at. Of course, this thing is still just flat busted. I mean, what the fuck. So with that out of the way, we are going to warp back to the end of time briefly. If I can remember that, don't press take off to leave at the end of time. It's just a little weird that it's at the top of the list, both when you're arriving and when you're leaving. So, get a heal. That's all I wanted. I wanted the free heal. Again, I don't know why I care. I have a good chunk of cash. I could even just throw a shelter if I wanted to. But, I'm a little silly, apparently. Alright, back to the Middle Ages. Because we're gonna go do the Ozzy's Castle side quest. You can see we're not far from it. Not quite. It's the other ring of trees over there. Let's have this party. I will need to switch that later on, but we'll come to that later on. For now, we park, Ozzy's Fort. Let's go. Sure you wanted to see this guy, Ozzy? Don't worry, you don't need Magus in your party to do this. It's just that he has special dialogue, and he's actually generally kind of funny. Sometimes. Mostly because he just snarks back at these completely ineffectual freaking nerd losers. Alright, time for Flea first. Yeah, you should probably run, Ozzy. You're gonna get your ass handed to you pretty soon. Alright, so Flea is gonna hit a little more than a little bit harder, really, but... Oh, we actually landed the stop with Judgment Scythe. Nice. You go, Magus. Well, I guess that fight was completely worthless. I see any mention of the blue hair dye. I did not see that come up at all. So, again, I think that's just something that people, you know, misremembered, basically. Yeah. Modern day myth. That's a good way to put it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a quick party change here and put Ayla in, because I think we actually need her stealing... We need her stealing ability the first time we fight Slash, or is that only in the three-way battle? Oh, Slash, huh? Oh. And they just land on the conveyor belts and... I actually would love to have a fight that's, like, timed and see if you can beat them before that. And it would be worth something. And there's Ozzy being in a pickle. And away he goes. So apparently this dude stole some treasure. It's not in this room, is it? It is in another room entirely. Hey, there he is. Super Slash. He's got nothing to steal right now. And he got stopped as well. Okay, well... And there's Robo just absolutely smashing his head in and that much of a hit. Wow. Good job, Robo. Holy crap. Alright, so this room has some hidden stuff in it. I mean, obviously there's the trapped chest right there. But you can see the secret passage popping up there. Probably filled with lots of nice goodies. As this random imp just walks in and gets horribly murdered, causing Ozzy to flip out and once again completely bug and just leaves the scene, leaves the chest. Hey, there's a tab over there. We got a gloom cape, a gloom helm, the doom scythe, a magic tab, and this is not going to be an accessory, is it? Nah, it's just a high ether. Alright, so let's take a look at how that stuff compares to what we've got. The Gloom Helm prevents all status ailments, gives us +1 speed, gives us a little more defense than the Haste Helm, which would allow us to move that around a bit. Probably give it to Robo, honestly. Even though that Dragon Head is pretty legit. The Gloom Cape does not have any sort of special ability, but it gives us nice defense. So who's to complain? We'll put the Gloom Helm on. The Doom Scythe is more powerful the more alone Magus is, but you will see that that attack boost is only +2 right now. So I don't really care, actually. I am going to keep the Judgment Scythe equipped. Because, honestly, fighting solo like that is not the most prudent use of one's resources. So, Robo, why don't you put on that haste helmet? I mean, yeah, you're losing some stats, but whatever. The sunglasses are going to more than make up for it, and 14 speed and haste. Plus, I mean, if things get dire enough, Robo can just whip the heals out constantly with that. Alright, so the gang is all here, and they are equipping special items to themselves. This is basically telling you can steal the Aussie Pants, the Flea Bustier, and the Slasher 2. The Slasher 2 is the one that we are really concerned about. I mean, stealing the items does not affect anyone's stats, but the Slasher 2 is a weapon for Chrono, and I believe it's better than what we have right now. Also, they counter, like, everything. So, this fight is not necessarily simple, but it is reasonably easy as these type of side quests go. So let's go ahead and steal Flea's undergarments. And oh hey, they've got a triple tech called Evil Impulse. Fun animation too. You'll also, I think these guys actually are immune to status effects in this version of the boss fight. Or maybe we just were disgustingly lucky in the first one, and less so this time around. Alright, now let's steal the Aussie Pants just to say that we did. Delta Force. Ooh, my eyes! That's a little strong. So, that's about all there is to really note about this fight, I think. Like, yeah, okay, they've got triple techs and they counter everything, but that's it, right? I'm pretty sure we have to kill all three. Although the counters are definitely going to go down a lot with the number of them being reduced. Because clearly they can't do a triple tech when there's only two of them. Although, you'll see they've got some status effect moves if they ever land. Good job, everyone but Ayla dodging that. As I look at the fact that most people in the party are immune to status effects anyway, so... Okay, they run away if they're not a full party. Let's see if we can at least get Ozzy. I mean, there's not a ton of need to do that. It's just, hey, more EXP, more tech points. We got the important parts out of this battle, and we got the important parts out of the side quest. Hey, nice. I mean, we're not done yet. First of all, we got a couple of chests here. We got a speed ring, we got a clarity cap. Clarity cap is going to prevent certain status effects. Prevents confusion. Okay. So the Aussie Pants, you can see, that's a pretty good amount of defense, but it's got this thing listed as question marks here. Why would you wear Ozzy's underwear on your head? It causes confusion. Don't do it to yourself. However, down here we can see that the Flea Bustier is actually a pretty decent item all around, plus 12 magic defense. That's a good way to fill in if anybody's magic defense is kind of lacking. And unfortunately, the Slasher 2 is not as good as I thought it was. But, you know, we got it anyway. We got to show it off, in a sense. The sprite is the same as usual, so, eh. It was all a lie, wasn't it? You used me, Skinner! You used me! Alright, so Ozzy gives us one last hurrah, and just as before, it's an event battle. where he drops us to the previous room because of, you know, weird geometry and isometric stuff that we can't see properly. We get ready to fight. And oh hey, for some reason, a random cat wanders in. Not even Alphador, which would actually be really funny. And the cat just hits one of the switches for no good reason, causing him to fall through the floor. Oh, he's dead. And it would be nice if we could ever find out what that middle switch does. Maybe it just causes the rest of the castle to collapse or something. But nope, it's just there for decoration. It's time to get out of here. We got all the items. We get all the items? I'm pretty sure we got all the items. Now I'm second guessing myself because I just said something like that. Yeah, there's nothing else in this room. I just looked at the map being borderline incomplete. Not there. Excuse me. And out we go. So we got a nice new gear set for Magus. Not all of which we're using. But there's one more part of this, and that is that if we go to the present day, we can see in Medina Village that things are a lot different. Everybody's looking a little less glum and a little more friendly than usual. That guy still has to clean the square, though. The music has changed completely. And you will find that they don't hate humans near as much as they used to. Because Ozzy is dead and his racism is at an end. Describing something as incomplete as borderline not kosher these days. I don't think any... I haven't heard that as a complaint from anyone at this point, but if it is, fair enough, but you know, somebody say something, I guess, is the matter, because otherwise, I'm dumb. You'll also notice the shop is very cheap. Stuff here is priced much more competitively than usual, however, the gear is completely unuseful at this point. We already have far better than that. Also, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff we could sell here, but do I really need to do that? The answer, I believe, is no. Alright, so I'm going to think for a second here, and where am I going to go? Alright, you know what? I'm going to do the long one next. We're going to go to the Middle Ages again. And we're going down to the southeast here, to a town that we knew existed, but we haven't visited in this time period before, the town of Koros. Have we got anything in the market? I think this is all going to be the same stuff as usual. Yeah, this is all stuff we've seen before, not even any equipment. Anyone here got anything going on? They're pretty much the same as before. The inn is 10 gold. Head down to the tavern. Oh hey, it's Toma. He sticks out pretty severely. This dude had his carpentry tools stolen. Keep that in mind for later. It seems like Toma is quite popular here. A beast was seen dragging something into the northern ruins. Oh hey, Toma knows who Magus is and is on good terms with him. Neat. Finally stumbled upon a hint as to the whereabouts of the rainbow shell. And Toma wants us to hang on to something for him in case things go south. It's some beer, apparently. Should the worst befall me, it would mean a lot to me if you'd pour that over my headstone. Well, alright, buddy. We can do that. I guess. What an adventure this is turning out to be. Well, there's a quite simple way to see how that turned out, and that is to go one stage at a time into the future. Because 400 years later, he's probably dead. And by that I mean, we have seen his headstone before. So let's go and take care of things. Here lies the great explorer, Toma Levine, etc., etc. Pour the liquor all over his gravestone. Hey, there he is again. You don't say! You located the rainbow shell. To the northwest of this cape is a large island called the Giant's Claw. And there it is, shown on the map for us in the Middle Ages. Shouldn't be too hard to get over there. Let's swap Frog in again and have ourselves a nice little wait, no, never mind. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, Frog. Frog will be fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Back we go. For some reason, that island that is not there in the present day is here in the Middle Ages. It's Giant's Claw. Oh, do you recognize this music? Perhaps they're meant to be jumped into. Yes, it press start all over. Yes, that's right. This is it. It's Tyranno Lair, resurfaced after 65 million years. And the inhabitants are somehow still alive, and they are upgraded, and they are pissed. And the music continues, which is great because this tune fucking rules. We know how to deal with dinosaurs. Electrocution. Oh, but that one's really not happy about that, so... As you can see, lightning magic does a lot of damage, but it is not a requirement in order to kill them. And Magus learned his last move, by the way, which is Dark Matter. We've seen it before, but I'm probably going to show it off again because it's really cool. And it's really strong. We're probably not going to use it too much in here, though. You're going to say Fireball. Oh shit, these ones actually... absorb lightning. Okay, this is going to be an interesting place. Because, as you can see, I was wrong! It seems these dinosaurs are a little more evolved. That said, lightning is probably still going to be a fairly consistent strat against these dudes. We'll see, though! As apparently, some things just don't last forever. Who would have known? Speaking of things that don't last forever, ladders, apparently. Are these the holes? No, but there are holes. It's just we can't jump in them. Oh, hey guys. Okay, so we're still gonna want to do lightning too in order to reduce the big boy's defense. Okay, so... Gotcha. This must be the way that... Wait, why was that not mapped? That's weird. Back out we go. Yeah, there's no holes over here. Also, I like the two open chests at the top of that room. That's a nice little addition. Guess we didn't go all the way over here. That is actually a path, isn't it? This doesn't look like it. Alright, well, here we go. That's right, it's the attack of the Phantom Zone! And it does a lot of damage. And of course, by a pretty wide margin, that is the strongest single-tech dark spell in the game. In fact, it might be the strongest source of shadow damage in the entire game, period. Don't quote me on that one, though. Oh, hey, look. I don't have to spam heal beam out of battle, which is fine. I don't care about that, but we'll use the shelter here anyway. Opens some holes in the ground. Drops a cat here on the left. That tells you to go that way. After we're done over here, anyway. By that, I mean there's nothing to do over here. But yeah, the switch on the right would have dropped enemies on us if we were... Oh, they're still here. So we still gotta deal with some fossil apes. They seem to be surprisingly alive for fossils, but I digress. Yeah, be careful, they got counterattacks. They also have a pretty good chunk of HP. What they don't have is an immunity to stop, however. I feel like this game was not made with the existence of that weapon in mind. You know, just a hunch I've got. I don't know why I would assume such a silly thing. Oh, nice. We got a strength tab. So we can go back down this way. Boy, I bet my saying strength tab is going to upset at least some people who are really into this game. Because, of course, on the SNES, it was called a power tab. Meanwhile, in this one, it's a strength capsule. So I just mangled both of those together. And I'm sure that somebody who's, like, again, a super purist about this in some way is just going to be like, wow, that's terrible. Assuming they ever hear it, but, you know, it's obviously. How about some triangle? It's not quite enough damage for a kill, that's for sure. That's a shame. Yeah, you can see the fossil ape is not impressed by magic. Also just hurls people in directions as a counterattack. We got the blue rock. Nice. That gives us a triple tech also, as you probably have come to expect. Omega Flare. Boy, I bet that involves Luca in some manner. I guess the silver one doesn't involve Magus. That's interesting. Did not know that. I could swear that all of those used Magus, primarily because he has no triple techs otherwise. Or any double techs for that matter. We obtained the Zodiac Cape. That is that an item for the girls? Yes, it is. I was about to say it's basically a lesser version of the Reptite dress, but I'm not correct about that. It is less defense, and notably it reduces magic by 10 compared to the Reptite dress, but it adds 10 magic defense. So that's nice. However, I really don't have a use for that. Actually, why do you not have... Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Never mind, I was wrong. I forgot that Ayla didn't have one of those, because... Again, magic is kind of a dump stat for her. She already hits like a truck. What do you need to use her spells for? She doesn't even do much magic damage, I don't think. Like, I think a couple of her moves use the magic stat, but not all of them. Definitely not the ones that are important. In here, we've got some more of these. Oh, hey, this room. Are we going to fight Nisbel 3 here or something? Probably not. That seems a little beyond the pale. look at the damage Robo is taking. That's a motherfucker who could use some magic defense. Jeez. Alright, so we gotta go hit a switch to open that skull. That is gonna be over this way somewhere, right? Oh yeah, if I actually were to have remembered properly, I would know to hit those 4 switches. Drop the monsters out of there. But I forgot instead, so oops. I like how Frog doesn't take any damage from that. Like, just using another party member as a projectile. I actually would prefer they did, just for flavor reasons. Remember the Hurley gloves from Mario RPG? Alright, this room has rubbles. These guys are mostly just sacks of tech points. And everybody has their techniques already. So honestly, I don't really care to do setup for this. If we get the kills, we get the kills. And if we do, okay, we get 1,000 XP and we get a mid-ether from each of them. That's alright, I guess. But certainly these are optional for a reason. Because by this point, we really don't need them because we did the entire Lost Sanctum. If you were in a regular playthrough, these would probably matter a lot more. But as it is, and by regular playthrough, I mean if we were playing this on the SNES and not the DS. And that drops us through into a prison cell that has been unlocked for 1 billion million years. There's another strength tab for us. And we open the way, even though we don't really need to. Hey, a save point. Boy, I bet there's a boss coming up. Shelter and save the game. Chest over there. Also, oh, yeah, minor spoiler, you remember that sound. I like how there's just this kind of unique broken wall texture here. I forgot that that's a thing, but hear a nasty, nasty noise, and hey, look, it's an old friend. Come back from the dead. An old friend that is about to be most displeased with our attempts to sneak past it. Hey, you guys! Everybody's like, ah, fuck. It found us. It's time to fight the Rust Tyranno. It's like the Black Tyranno, except basically a zombie. And its countdown can hit us with sap. That's a little bit annoying. But you will notice that we don't need to use lightning magic in order to weaken its defenses. It's not that kind of dinosaur. Just like all the others here, I guess. So we can just DPS this thing as hard as we need to. I believe that Rust Tyranno has 20,000 max HP. That is a very familiar sounding number to me. And of course, with its countdown, it will hit us with a really big attack at the end of the counter. So be ready for that. Honestly, if I was thinking this through a little more, I would throw out some harder hitting moves from Robo take advantage of those multiple turns. I don't know if we've shown that off yet or not, but now we have. How about some electrocute? Let's see what kind of damage that does. Probably not as much as I wanted to, that's for sure. I love that triangle animation. That is really good. I mean, it's three-dimensional, so technically it's a pyramid, but... I feel like if I say the word pyramid, it's going to conjure to mind, of course, a pyramid with a square base, which, you know, that's also a type of pyramid, but in this case, that's not what's displayed in this attack animation. It's a regular pyramid. It's a tetrahedron. There we go. That's a more technical term for it. It's a D4. Anyway, MP is for suckers. We might actually be able to finish DPSing this thing before it does its attack, but I don't think so. However, it's not for not... Yeah, we did it. Nice. Get wrecked, Rust Tyranno. Get out of our way. And it just fades away with yet another one of those nasty-sounding, extremely unwell roars. And here it is, folks. The Rainbow Shell. That's a pretty big shell. I think dropping it like that's a bad idea. Yeah, we're gonna need more than 3 dudes to pull this off. Now, thankfully, as we leave, the game just fades us over here. And the king does not give 2 shits about helping out Magus. So that's pretty cool. The commander's like, what's a rainbow shell? The king's just like, you'll know it when you see it, dude. Thank you very much, king. I hope this isn't going to come back around to bite us in the ass later. However, should be good to go. We're going to go back to 1000 AD and we're going to collect our shell and figure out how in the hell we're supposed to be able to carry that thing around. We could probably have stood to have planned this out better to begin with. Oh yeah, they probably should be freaking out about Magus, right? Frog, what's a terrorist? Did I skip a step here? Do we? I think we have to bring Marle here, right? Well, Frog, you can sit on the bench. Robo's too good to bench. Oh, yeah, there we go. The Chancellor is very, very upset. Oh no, the Chancellor is still evil. Who would have guessed? Why are you bringing that up, Chancellor? Desperately wanted to see the king just one last time, yeah? Well, I mean, to be fair, being a king is probably a busy job. Oh, that seems a little bit intense. At least as described. One might well say the king killed it. No? No, that's not how that works. Not in any legal system that is sensible. Now don't you start, Marle. I know that you're not exactly a super genius here, but you're really turning into Princess Peach and Mario Sunshine, alright? These guys aren't trying to kill us here yet, amazingly. The king's on trial? What? Secretly sold off a royal heirloom, huh? After the trial is over. Interesting. What is our inlet supposed to be here, then? Oh, this area is not sealed off. Yeah, you guys are... Stairs over there before? Oh, okay, so that's what's the deal we're dealing in, I see. As we got these guys here. Ah, yes, they're a little bit too touchy about the possibility of the Chancellor being poisoned or something. Now, why would someone want to do that? Hey, neat, turbo ether. This chest is locked. Interesting. Does this situation seem familiar to you? That one should. Get out the fucking way, nerds. This is the rainbow shell we have, but unfortunately we can't say anything about that, can we? Build the rainbow shell to the people at the Millennial Fair, that they might enjoy the blessing of our royal treasure. Now, how would you know about... Did we tell the king about the Millennial Fair? Is that a stable time loop? Possibly? Well, maybe the king just doesn't know. Again, maybe the king just doesn't know. Those dudes didn't seem to know about that secret staircase, so... You know. How did you get over here, you frail old man? Not the king, the chancellor. But really, who would have thunk? You seem a little bit suspicious, dude, but also, do you guys not remember that that thing is disgustingly heavy, so good fucking luck doing that. Also, again, hey, where's the rest of our party? And also... Oh, hey, suddenly they can't be screamed aside. And again... Marle, did you forget already? Yes, you did, apparently. Marle, are you, like, incredibly stoned right now? No offense, but how did you forget that fast? Yeah, see, there you go. The stairs that nobody should know about. Oh, hey, look, it's the same monsters from the cathedral. A rat bit my toe. Wow. What a guy. His 13-generation-old family grudge. Family grudge, huh? Good, yeah. And these literally are the exact same Vipers from the beginning of the game. 90 HP and all. And obviously, they go down as easily as you would expect them to with those kind of stats. It's really amazing how this judge just keeps letting all these sham trials happen. Is the judge just as corrupt as everybody else, or is he stupid? is my question. And now let me loot this area here. Got a lapis, an elixir, and a turbo ether. Turbo ether is just for restore MP. Right. Robo, get yourself back into the MP having trim there. And yeah, sure, I'll fight this garbage enemy, why not? Give me that, like, 3 gold you have. Oh, it's 80, that's something at least. That's more than enough to buy a healing item from a single enemy, that's pretty decent. And again, a single enemy from the beginning of the game. I just find this whole situation amusing for some reason. Oh yeah, laugh it up, buddy. You're not long for this world, that's for sure. Sorry, chair, as usual. Also, I didn't point it out, but it is very interesting that this area is using Ocean Palace music. So I guess maybe it is a little more fitting to have it in that Lost Sanctum castle than I was saying before, but still, it feels a little out of place. Hey, look, here it is, the shell. It's a letter. Marle. Yeah, okay. Robo just laughing. I have no parents or blood, so I don't get it. Oh, Robo. You're fun. And we just crack a piece off of the rainbow shell. To be fair, it's been dropped a couple times by this point, so it would not be surprised if bits of it fell off. Also, again, nice to see that the jury here are all people who would be in on it. I was trying to dodge all the fights so that way I could, you know, be cool and save the king faster or something, but nah, I screwed it up already. Oh well. Get out of my fucking way, assholes. No, I guess not. We're going the long way. By what? You're just a chancellor, Mr. Chancellor. Maybe you shouldn't be saying that sort of thing in public, but I digress. Maybe there's nobody here except for people who have specifically been planted in this area, but eh. Break through that glass window, Marle. She climbs up it. Jumping right through. Smashing her knees. Those guys were a real pain in the glass. Oh wait, no, that's Secret of Evermore, pardon me. As the entire jury has fled very quickly. And she busts down the door to let everybody else in. Shouldn't they have been following her, though? They were very clearly, early on... I don't know. Hee hee hee. Oh no, the Chancellor is evil. Who would have guessed? As the judge vanishes, the king runs out of the room, and we've still got an entire audience here watching the Chancellor transform into Yakra the 13th. This fight is basically one that we've done before, except marginally harder. Oh god, this actually could become a bit of a problem very quickly because she has a weapon that inflicts confusion, doesn't she? Well, honestly, Magus could probably solo this. That'll snap her out of it. I don't know if this will remove his status effect, but if I did that, but you can throw out some ice too for damage, I guess. See, Robo is already cured of his status ailment. So hey, not really that bad. Just a little bit scary at first. And we're probably going to see a couple more phases of stuff like that, but mostly I just remember that this guy does just damage, which is not really a thing that we have to worry about, considering our HP is pretty good, except for Marle, who is lagging behind as usual because using Marle, are you kidding me? Actually, I probably should haste Magus at least, right? Or let her get confused. That's always an option as well. I'm probably going to forget about it by the time she gets unconfused, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. Your weakness is... We don't have weaknesses! Especially not Marle. Or, not Marle. Not Magus. Marle definitely, well, Marle has a lot of HP, though. Oh, did your ancestors tell them that your stupid spike whirl thing actually is useful? Because it's not! Okay, that did a little bit of damage. I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost impressed with that. The key word there is almost. Wow, he is just spamming these. Again, though, I mean, there's not much to add here. It's just, hey, look, here's an incredibly simple boss fight. Mostly, this side quest is just annoying because of the sheer length involved. Yeah, why don't you haste yourself? And there's some AoE damage, which means that it's even more pathetic than usual. See, nothing to it. What a big ol' waste of time. But we got a Mega Elixir out the deal, so that's cool. Oh no, King Dadman. Luca? Oh. Well, that's good, at least. He's calling you daddy. That's not that weird, come on. Most kids call their fathers daddy every once in a while. Oh, there's still something hanging out on the ground in the courtroom, though, you guys. It's like... Yeah, absolutely. Realizing I can't pronounce 99% of those words. Also, again, nobody has anything to say about the robot. Hey, Melchior, what's up? The fuck are you doing here, dude? How did you hear about this thing? He's just happy to be involved in the plot. I like him. But more importantly, before we do that, we got a couple other things to do real quick. First of all, we gotta let a real Chancellor out of chest. Or not. That must... It's the key that's in the courtroom, isn't it? Yep. And we can just listen to this music anytime we want. That's right, we can listen to The Trial by Pink Floyd from the album The Wall whenever we feel like it. Oh, also, we can listen to this piece of music whenever we feel like it. Oh, I mean, in the game. We could already do that because we just searched it on YouTube. But I digress. Is everyone still sitting around the... That's a good question. Maybe they're just, like, all glued to their seats for some reason. Also, the real Chancellor just rockets out of that chest by a massive amount. How long has he been in there? Has he been in there since, like, effectively the start of the game? Yeah, you get out of here, dude. There is actually one other thing I want to do before I go and deal with the rainbow shell. And that is to go pick up my red plate that I don't need anymore, but I'll get anyway because of completion. Oh, also, I guess there's probably a couple other items around here. Because, yeah, obviously you can't access most of this stuff in the early game. What are all of you folks doing here? Well, they're standing in a room guarding a Mega Elixir, I guess, which, bang up job, dudes. Hey, an elixir. Alright, so there we go. We got ourselves the red plate, as mentioned previously. And that absorbs all fire damage. Very nice. And a high ether. That's a little less important, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Now we get to go to the basement. And go check on Melchior and see that he's still happy about being a part of the plot again. Hey, buddy. Craft armor from it that will dampen the effects of magical attacks. You can make 1 highly effective prismatic dress or 3 less effective prismatic helms. So, I'm going to be taking the dress. I'm sitting here thinking, can I pick these up later other than just looping through the game on New Game Plus? And in fact, I am going to go look that up real quick, just out of curiosity. Alright, so we can steal those. Okay, so it looks like we can steal the Rainbow Shell equipment from a fairly late game boss. You're gonna go be right back for dinner? Alright. And by fairly late game boss, I mean pretty deep into the Black Omen, because we're a fairly late game ourselves. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Nice. Melchior likes our Sunstone. What do you got for us, dude? We got the Prism Spectacles, which are basically just the sunglasses, but better, I think. And oh, he's got even more for us. Oh, man. Oh, that makes me happy. We got the Rainbow. This is the original best weapon for Chrono. And it is monstrously good. Also, Megas at 666 HP. Good job, dude. Maxed out his magic defense, by the way. Nice. So, Robo, let's take a look at what your Prism Spectacles that you're probably going to be wearing do. Greatly boosts damage, it says. That is not the most specific thing in the world, but alright. Marle, that reduces magical damage. Right, so you get auto shell for the Prism Dress, and it has just really good defense all around. So I will freely switch that over to Ayla. And last but not least, we gotta give Chrono the Rainbow with its 70% critical hit rate. Yeah, this thing is gross. Absolutely monstrous. Just wow. Wow, 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 wow. You know what, Chrono, you're going in the party. And we're going to put Robo out in front because we're going to go do that side quest now. We still have before us 3 to do, counting that one. out we go, and get in the space-time boat and go to the future. Where our target landmass is down in the southeast instead of the southwest this time. And it is Genodome. Genodome, possibly. However, I believe it is intended to be Genodome because, and this is a little bit on the side of things, the original Japanese name was Genocide Dome. And yeah, that does kind of spoil a little bit of what is going on here, but I digress. So hey, we get Robo to start smacking on the keyboard. Prometheus, huh? Ooh, that's a little spooky. Door is locked, and the way is open. Got a conveyor belt. Ah, this creepy voice wants to test us. Chrono, what do you have there instead? Well, whatever. It's fine. We'll get to see the power of the rainbow here. In all of its 70% crit chance glory. Doing over 1,000 damage a hit. Yeah. Honestly, equipping Robo with the sunglasses might... Robo. Equipping Chrono with the sunglasses might not be a bad idea. It's very possible. I couldn't tell you for sure because... And I couldn't even tell you as a guess for that matter. Yes, by the way, all the enemies on this conveyor belt, fitting in with the theme of Powers of 2 from earlier in the game for HP values for these dudes, are all 1024 is their HP. So that's pretty neat. Less neat is Chrono failing to crit there. Good job, dude. Oh wow, Konami is fucking something up again. I'm being a little bit mean about it, I guess, but... Oh hey, they've got laser spin also. Neat. The extent to which Magus is just like, LOL, no, about that damage. Only 9 damage from that laser spin. Good job, dude. Alright. Chrono, what is your... Oh yeah, he's got a speed ring. That's right. That makes sense. Because he was going for physical damage earlier, right? So I just wanted him to be able to deeps like that. So for now, we're going to give him the sunglasses instead, and we're going to substitute... Actually, no, I think we're going to keep the dragon armor on. I don't think status effects are a big issue here. And, of course, is status immunity worth that much defense and strength loss? And I say no. Couple more of these duders, and yeah. 300 years ago, the Lavos disaster brought drastic and devastating changes. Yeah, we know. Current rate of decline, humanity is doomed. Oh, hi, Potion. Alright. This thing can access information through this terminal. What do we got? Doors, conveyor belts, sentinels, figurines. What do we got in information? The energy pods besides locked doors must be charged before such doors will open. Energize first in the pod to your left and enter the pod next to the locked door. Conveyor belts. The conveyor belt to the right can be reversed by means of a switch located in the room beyond. Sentinels. The sentinel protecting the figurines moves to thwart the progress of any who approach. Consequently, allowing two sentinels to face one another will cause both to short circuit. In the unfortunate event that this should occur, please deposit disabled sentinels upstairs. And figurines. 2 figurines on the floor are required for those desiring an audience with Mother Brain. Do not remove them without permission. Mother Brain, huh? Yes, I remember Metroid. Alright, so this is an area where having auto run really comes in handy. Because this electricity doesn't last very long. And yeah, we really, really should have had that cell opened up, but I forgot what the graphics for open and closed cells look like. Let's get rid of these dudes real quick. Should just be one round. Yeah, especially with Chrono landing that crit. I mean, again, 70% crit chance. He has a great odds of doing so, but still. Alright, so this must be our first Sentinel robot that we have to deal with. This door is not locked, which is interesting. There's an elevator, however. And a save point. We're not through with the puzzle yet, obviously, though, so... Oh, be quiet, you. Oh, is the laser guard just going to explode immediately? Yes, it is, apparently. Wow. Alright. That should clear this fight out real fast. Yep. Nice work, Magus. Okay, this has brought us around the back. I think this is a... yeah, alright, Chief. Sure. So it was stuck in the middle of that animation, huh? And of course, one of the laser guards blows up. Because why not, right? Why not at this point? activate this. Head on. I think I see the switch location for the conveyor belt. Yeah, there you go. You're back. Welcome back, Mark. This should give us the opportunity to... Yeah, this conveyor belt is only fast enough to slow us down. Over here is a couple of... This room's got a couple of chests and a nice, easy fight to it. Vegas doing his usual work of electrocuting everything in sight. See, this is an area where I know it does work really well. Alright. Alright, alright. We don't need to go in there right now. You, however, need to... Oh, right. The electricity port is the other one. Alright, let's get charged. Here, dodge the other enemy, go around. Now this gets pretty tight usually, but we managed to do that pretty successfully, so I'm pleased there. Grab some mana recovery, and grab the Sentinel robot and take that with us in tow. I think we have to continue to not get into that fight. We also have to continue to get this thing not stuck on the wall. Be a bit of a problem. It definitely does not have the world's smartest pathing. Alright, so we got past there. We shouldn't have to do this fight again, right? Come on, dude. This thing is not exactly very good at keeping up with us either, apparently. Alright, they're shut down. So we're able to get the Vigilance hat, which is the usual helmet that I have on everybody in the endgame. Because while you see that it has less strength than the Dragon Head, it has the same defense, and it prevents status ailments. And also in the SNES version, the Dragon Head doesn't exist, so the Vigil Hat is the best piece of equipment in that slot. In that game, just all the time. Oh hey, laser guards. Time to pay an HP tax, probably. Well, at the very least, these things die real quickly, so... Nice. Didn't have a single one of them blow up. That makes things much easier for us. Oh, is this a... This is like a combination lock. Okay. Well... Okay, combination lock is not really the correct term, but... You know what I'm saying. We have to turn on and off the correct set of switches. Here. And that should get us the other doll. Alright, so that's the main puzzle part of things finished. By the way, that little glowy bit here is just a garbage chute that takes us out to the entrance. If we take that, we have to come back in, do the conveyor belt again. And I don't remember how solved or not the main dungeon puzzles stay. But if we have to go through the conveyor belt gauntlet again, that's slightly annoying in and of itself. That's my dog. That's one of the dogs, anyway. Save. And yeah, we've already been through that door. Oh, it's only 2 laser guards? I'm surprised that it's that few, really. But hey, I'll take fights that easy, that's for sure. Open the chest, get another lapis. We've been getting a lot of those lately. And... oh. Oh, I see. It's Robo with a ribbon. Atropos, huh? Been some time, hasn't it? No need to pretend you're on their side anymore. What pretense is involved? Vegas, don't say nothing. Prometheus was given a special task to live with humans and study them as a species. Well, I mean, he can do that with reasonable ease. Two of us can just walk on and... oh! Robo's not pleased with this turn of events. And yeah, this is a very unusual thing for this game. One of the very few fights that is specifically solo past the point where you have 3 party members. We heard about the frog fight earlier. I didn't show that off. And by the frog fight, I mean Frog versus Magus on the North Cape. But here's Robo taking on Atropos by himself. This fight is one that can be kind of tough, but also we have buffed Robo so much. His speed is so high, his defense is so good, we've got such great equipment. We've got a haste helm on him that we're probably not going to see anything major in this fight. Oh, she can heal. That's annoying. But, of course, we've already out-DPS'd it in a single hit. But her moveset basically just runs down Robo's entire list of stuff. We saw a rocket punch earlier, a heal beam, a laser spin. There's a Robo tackle. I know her moveset gets as far down as Uzi Punch, and we're definitely not going to see that. We out-DPS like half the move pool. And after punching the reprogramming out of her, unfortunately, we have destroyed her. At the very least, she managed to back up her memory. She gives him her ribbon. Raises Robo's speed by 3 and magic defense by 10. That is huge. That is absolutely absurd. And of course, Robo's speed is maxed out now, so We can equip him with, like, anything else if we wish to, and I think I'm going to give him the Nova Armor. I mean, yeah, it knocks his stats down a little bit, but it gives him status immunity. And moreover, we can equip that Saurian Leathers to somebody else. We can give that to basically whoever we please, and in this case, it's going to be Magus. Say goodbye to your Gloom Cape, buddy, and say hello to Maximum Speed. Robo makes a huge leap to hit that switch. That's pretty impressive. We got a Mega Elixir. Ah, yes, I think this is the thing we heard before from somebody else about Lavos is going to go look for other planets to eat or something. Well, I don't think humans are necessarily going to be a problem causer there, but maybe it depends on their overall behaviors. A unified nation of steel. Yeah, that's a phrase that doesn't feel good. Evolution, my ass, you're not alive. You can't evolve. You're robots. But I digress. Let's go ahead and have Robo heal himself all the way to full in a single shot. Nice job, buddy. Pick up another 15 grand. And we can explore the rest of the area. Yikes. That was a noise. Yeah, we're gonna have to go destroy Mother Brain in order to deal with this. Wow, we find something called Mother Brain and we have to kill it. Wow. Who would have guessed? No, you can't get on the conveyor belt in order to rescue the humans that get turned into giblets. This incredibly disturbing little bit of things here. Get ourselves a high ether. What a shocker. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, let's watch the whole of this real quick, and you can hear the nasty noise as they apparently get turned into tabs. No, that's not what it's supposed to be, literally. I just don't know why they use the same graphic. Although, of course, I'm pretty sure that inspired a couple of fan rumors of like, oh, well, clearly they're being processed into... And by fan rumors, I mean ones that are not jokes, by the way. Because obviously there's going to be a couple of people who just say things for a goof. That doesn't count. Incidentally, if Chrono is going to stick with the sunglasses for the time being, I should probably hook Magus up with the gold stud. There we go. Get that great, great MP reduction. Fuck off. Of course these things can explode. What do we know that for? Alright, there you go. Good work, Magus. You managed to get in a turn before all of them attacked. Congratulations, buddy. You did it. Alright. Put in the two figurines, and the doors open. And here we go. The Mother Brain computer, with all three monitors. Don't be ridiculous. I enjoy how polite Robo is being about the whole business. And the robots are gonna do fine for themselves. But Magus hasn't taught him anything, though. Okay, so I think we can deal with this in pretty much the normal way by just blowing up all these screens at once. I think they're not immune to magic. Yeah, there you go. I know you can usually do that with Falcon Hit, is how I usually see that go down. But I don't have Ayla in the party because, meh. I don't really have a ton of need for her until the Black Omen when I have to steal a bunch of stuff. On the other hand, she gets incredibly mad about her screens all being destroyed, so... That was a really easy fight. That I forgot that her HP was just nothing. And we got 2 ultimate weapons for Robo. We got the Teraton Arm and the Crisis Arm. And immediately get ejected. Let's go ahead. We're going to equip... We're not going to equip Robo with the Teraton Arm. Never mind. Why is that so fucking weak compared to the Dragon Arm? What the... Why? The Crisis Arm is an interesting weapon, however. Last digit of own HP determines damage. So, the ones digit, basically. This presents some issues very often because in order to get the optimum amount of damage out of it, you want a 0 there. Setting that up and maintaining it is kind of a pain in the ass. But if you do, the Crisis Arm's damage is absurd. So again, if you're the sort of person who likes that kind of min-maxing or is really even capable of it to that extent, then you will enjoy that weapon immensely, I believe. So give me a second to think here as to what to do next. We've got 2 more side quests to dig into, right? Yeah. And both of them start in the Middle Ages, interestingly enough. And we go over this way. And let's go check in Fiona's villa. What's going on here? Do you folks have anything to say? Monsters in the desert cave fear water. So they're not really telling us that we necessarily need to, that they want us to do it, but they are telling us that there's something going on here. Fade throughout the ages, mysteriously resilient. Ah, so there we go. They're telling us of the situation. Not really necessarily requesting that we go handle it for them, but we will be doing so anyway. Start off with healing ourselves. And then we're going to pop open our menu. We're going to change up our party. Robo is coming out, Frog is going in, Chrono is coming out, Ayla is going in. Now, the reason for Frog is obvious. Water is our best way of dealing with that area of the world. We want Ayla specifically so we can steal a single thing, which means that, granted, we could switch her in for just that fight, but I'm gonna do it this way. We may as well at least let her get some more action, just in general, because I haven't been using her a whole lot, and I'm sure that some people think that's a little sad, because she is definitely a fan favorite. Which is a surprising idea when you consider all of the characters in this game. Now that we've hit the magic pixel, here we are in the Sunken Desert. with all these sand conveyors everywhere. Oh, I just wanted to get the chest. Come on, game. And open things up, we've got Sandragos and a Vile Pillar. You'll recognize Crawley and they were called Dondragos in this game, I think. But they're Nereids in the original. And yeah, they have sky-high defense, but if you hit them with water, they freeze up and you can deal bonus damage to them. That's the way out of the cave, as you'd expect. Let's throw out some ice, too, and see if that is a one-shot for these guys. Yeah, I was gonna say, it should be a one-shot, but it's only almost. Gotcha. Alright, we pick up High Ether. We hit the points for these fights to start in very weird places. Nice work, everybody. No fast forward for these fights, just... it's short, unlike the other thing. And we got an Aeonian suit, that is not useful. Wow, okay, this thing is well guarded, come on. Fucking relax. It's not like it's random battles or anything, it just feels like it. And we got an elixir. These guys are easily taken out in a single ice 2. Good job spending only 2 mana on that Magus to clear out an entire battle. Alright. Down we go. I think there's only 2 rooms to this place. And this is the room where... yeah. Big skeleton. Melfeast, so Magus knows what this thing is. So I think this is a case of we have to crash into it to start the boss fight. Also, it's going to make our map blink in and out, apparently. But mostly, I want the chests first. And we got a muscle ring. And helmet. I want to see how good that ring is. Okay, it's stamina +6, so that's a chunk of defense. That's nice, I guess. Alright, it's time for the boss. So first thing we want to do is we want to charm the core of Melfeeks and steal its speed tab. Yes, alright. So with that done, it's time to give it a good wailing. And that should just freeze all the body parts. I think we want to take out the legs first. But I don't actually know if it matters too much. On the other hand, you will see that all the body parts will start stealing energy from the core in order to deal damage to it. I think that the core doesn't really take a whole lot of damage from anything. Is a big reason to do stuff this way. Don't worry, that sound is normal, even though it seems like it shouldn't be for an attack like that. Which, it being called Sand Cyclone makes me think it should be a little bit crunchier, but eh. Oh no, we do decent damage to the core. Okay, I think is the problem that it just gets really pissed off without the core? Defense boosted when attacked. Is that part of it? It could be. Alright, we just knock its defense down and we start hitting it again. Piss off. Health terrain effects, I believe, are a fixed percentage of your HP, by the way. Or something to that effect. So they remain obnoxious regardless of how deep into the game you are for certain weak enemies that have them. Could you please target somebody else for once in your miserable existence as a pile of bones? Oh, no time for it, I guess. Although, wow, he absolutely was just single-mindedly beating the crap out of Frog. Well, interesting. Memory cap, a high ether, and let's go ahead and use a quick heal 2 or cure 2 or whatever it is on Frog and go back out the way we came. So yeah, like, get up there. Oh, these conveyor belt floors are really, really frustrating. Just, what a design decision, huh? And we pick up a strength capsule on our way out. Very nice. In order to move forward with this event, however, we need to put Robo into the party. Now we go in, let's go talk to Fiona. It sure will. If only there was someone who could toil for centuries on end, wow. Yep, Robo wants to stay behind and do the thing. Yep, go right ahead, dude. And hey, look, he's even on the overworld map doing his little farm work with various equipment attached to him. That's cute. But now we move on to the present. And we look and oh wow. That is quite the forest. It actually prevents you from walking from the Xenon Bridge down to Por or back. So we can head into Fiona's shrine and see what's going on here. Ah, I see. Robo's body is here, too. This woman has some equipment on sale for us, if we care to spend this kind of money. Which, to be fair, that's some good stuff. So we probably will end up picking up a couple of these. In fact, I'm going to take a look at everybody's equipment right now. Well, we don't need one for Magus. So I think it's going to be prudent to grab 4 of these. I mean, we also don't really care to get one for Robo. And you can see we lose out on some offensive capability, but it gives everybody status immunity, so that's nice. We go up here, and hey look, there's Robo's dead body. Pull the wreckage out. It's covered in grime and leaves and stuff. We change the batteries real quick. Hey, Robo. I bet he's been lonely, huh? 400-year reunion. Yeah, buddy. It's been quite a time. As Luca's busy polishing him and, you know, reapplying the paint and everything. Yeah, what'd you realize, Robo? We've been incorrect in our assumption that Lavos was responsible for the creation of the gates. Well, I mean, it seems like at least some of them are, but go on, what's the deal? Come to believe it is possible that some entity wished for us to witness these events. Ah, I see. Robo found Jesus in those last 400 years. See all these various ages. It may wish to see them for itself. Almost though it was reflecting on the days of its past. And yeah, everybody in this world has a different version of seeing your life flash before your eyes when you die. Or at the moment of death, basically. You know, so that way all your regrets can come back to you as you are on your deathbed, right? Everybody's favorite thing to think about. Once again, you know the score. Chair noise. I mean, it's a distinct possibility, Marle. That's a little suspicious, Luca. Yeah, see, everybody knows immediately that you struck a bit of a nerve. She's lying to us. That is true. Lavos has been a major part of everything up to this point. Yeah, Perhaps we will not know until our journey has come to an end. And even then, not quite. A lot of this stuff remains fairly speculative and or communicated through stuff outside of canon. You know, extracurricular kind of metatext, things of that nature. Interviews. I almost said ad campaigns. I guess that's kind of true, but you know what I'm saying. We open the gate, and we enter, and for some reason, this one is red. I'm not 100% sure why that is the case, but eh. Can we see any... No, we can't even open our menu here. But we can see the journal is listed as a date of 990. And it looks like this was when Luca was a kid. She's not into science as a young child, apparently. Take a look around the house. Well, that's quite a horrific contraction up there. I mean, maybe so. Maybe you should just grab some canned air. Oh, wait, that's probably not a thing in this period. And she got stuck in the conveyor belt very easily. And somehow it just turns on. This is basically exactly what they tell you will happen to you if you mess around with an escalator. Alright, so the password is L-A-R-A. Wait, is it not? Oh, yeah. Okay, so apparently it's not, and Wait a second. My buttons are all assigned properly, so... That's not right. That's a bit of a problem, because... Granted, it's not necessary for us to solve that, but I very clearly entered L, which is L1 on my PS4 controller, A, which is circle on my PS4 controller, R, which is R1 on it, and circle, which is A on it again. And the password has always been, it's always Lara. It's always her name throughout every version of this game. So I don't know why it didn't work this time. Either way, this doesn't really change results a lot. I mean, it does have an effect on the storyline-ish, because if you had saved Lara, she would still have the proper use of her legs, but right now she does not. However, from a plot perspective, it doesn't actually change anything, whether you succeed or not. I didn't save state, no. I don't think it changes whether or not you even get an item from this, which we'll see in a moment. But it doesn't change the plot because Luca still is like, oh wow, that's really fucked up. Maybe I should learn how machines work to make sure that something like this never happens again. And there you go. So let's get out of here, and hopefully Robo will give us the thing still. And I don't have to be too upset about what happened. Robo? Robo. Dude. How do you know what happened? You weren't there! You were not there! What the... Anyway, so yeah, setting things aside about that, Robo, that's this is not the time, but okay, my dude. Just like, I'm a robot. I made you this piece of amber. We obtained the green dream. Okay, we get that no matter whether we succeed or fail, which is great, because I didn't remember that. The Green Dream is an accessory for anybody, really. And it gives you a one-shot auto life. That was so worth it, wasn't it? Why did that not work? And how did he know? I need to stop thinking about this, and I need to move on to this last side quest. This last side quest, also known as the Big Money Sink, the Northern Ruins. Let's go. Let's talk to the carpenter. Yeah, can we borrow your carpenter tools? We understand that you're busy over here, you know, having a drinking game with Zeus or something. And he's gonna put that guy under the table. So we go and we get the okay to use this dude's carpentry tools, but first we gotta go talk to his wife. Yeah, she says something about wanting to punch him in the face. But she does lend us his tools. We obtained the carpenter's tools. And it's time for us to go back in time to that carpenter who was robbed earlier. And let him check out our modern tools from 400 years in the future. I don't know how to do math. And somehow this house lost a floor over the years. Your boss is out getting drunk also. Fair enough. Considering my dude is about to see some fucking ghosts, I don't blame him. Speaking of ghosts, let's do this. I believe I've seen that before, unless there's another one. That's pretty great. I've definitely heard about it anyway. We're gonna give Megas some drugs real quick. You know, to cause him some problems at the Olympics. And also so that way he can be a little bit more of an all-rounder. Yes, sir, we got some carpentry tools. Yeah, you can go ahead and borrow these. You ever heard of a power drill, by the way? You should probably be careful with that. But I digress. I hope this doesn't cause any other weird problems to the timeline. Alright, boys. Let's find out about these northern ruins. And personally, I'm also gonna get a quick heal. It's because, again, Tenji, let's do it. I told you, this game is pretty damn generous about money. We've had some rough spots here and there, but mostly it's been fine, and we've been able to recover anyway, so... Alright. Into the northern ruins. Can't repair monster-infested places. We've cleared a floor. Alright, so... we're gonna have to go in here, we're gonna have to get into some fights with some skeletons and stuff, and we're gonna have to come in and out, and we're gonna have to pay the guy every time to keep working on the ruins. Because, you know, this is what we want to be doing with our lives, right? How about some fire? That'll help us deal with ghosts. Cool. Fire, 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 fire. Just because we've got the Beavis and Butthead references going already with me as well. Oh god, are you guys gonna... Oh... you sons of bitches. Oh my god. I don't like that. The fucking MP Buster on death. I hope that's a RNG thing. Oh, also, we gotta leave every chest in here alone. except to check on the ones that are in the future. Oh, I'm dumb.
Sorry. I said the wrong word. Just pissed off about these fights.
Except the only things that we don't have to... that we do have to check, rather... Really, for you honky kongs? Are you... Give me a second here. The only chests that we do have to check are the black chests. Taking commissions for sprite creation soon. Neat. Well, depending on where I stand on money and stuff, and if I end up playing a lot more Zelda 1 randomizer, that may be a thing. Otherwise, I just learn how to do it myself. Ah, okay, gotcha. I can dig it. Just gotta get set up with your own thing and everything, and once you're in a better position for that to be the case, well, yeah. Alright, so we got these dudes. These are just the same enemy. Well, most of the same enemies as those. I'm pretty sure the enemies here have like 1200 HP or something, but they're all very weak to magic, and I'm pretty sure magic is all that damages them anyway. And as you've been able to notice, Magus has his gold stud. So spells cost a whopping 2 MP to clear an entire fight. I can at some point unfluster myself and become capable of proper speech like a regular person. That would be great. So we've done all we can for the moment. Hopefully this is good enough for the dude. I'm gonna go heal at the inn also, just because why not? Alright, let's go to the carpenter's house. What do you got? 2 grand he needs. Like I said, this is a bit of a cash gate for not much of a good reason, really, but... You know what? Okay. Again, we probably should be able to get 2 grand just from doing the dives for the monsters. Should be able to go deeper into this room now? Yes. Here rests Cyrus, the fool who defied Magus. And this is going to give us something pretty cool. And this is why we wanted to lead the party with Frog. Hey, check it out, Cyrus. I put it back together. Yeah, so I didn't show off Cyrus's ghosts as a special fight. I don't know if it's going to be accessible now. It's certainly not going to be when we're done with it, with fixing this place. You did fine, Cyrus, not to worry. But this has got to be a huge burden lifted off of Frog's shoulders. I feel that the story behind Frog is pretty resonant because I have a lot of problems with, you know, self-worth issues and all that stuff too, so I absolutely can 110% dig it. With or without a shovel. What's up? The Masamune. And it's getting charged up. It starts floating in the air, which is pretty weird. Oh, that looks real dangerous. It's also offset a little bit, which bugs me. Well, hey, it's them. Yes, this is what we were talking about. Very well save the world if you're dwelling on the past. Truly strong. That's right, Frog. You're finally cool. And they reform, and the Masamune is returned to us with massively buffed stats, becoming Frog's best weapon once again. Yeah! Well, true form, it hasn't changed shape whatsoever. And it's automatically equipped. Nice 200 strength to it. So I guess we don't really need this power ring anymore. We can substitute that for our brand new, and by that I mean we got it a while ago now, Champion's Badge. That's the Hero's Medal plus a half MP cost effect. Very, very nice. A great thing to have on our green buddy here. Honestly, it kind of brings him up to par in terms of being a healer with Robo, especially if we start pumping him with some magic tabs. Unfortunately, there really isn't a great source of those at this point in the game for us. Like, we have maybe a few more lying on the ground. And past that, we can steal all of 4 in the Black Omen, as far as I know. We can steal a good chunk of speed tabs, and we have access to infinite strength tabs, but that's it. We're gonna have to wait for New Game Plus, basically. I'm pretty sure we have to go through a run of the main story in New Game Plus anyway, in order to unlock the Dimensional Vortex, which is the other bonus dungeon. Which is something that I will do off camera. And this place has changed from the Northern Ruins, by the way, to the Hero's Grave. Nowhere left they can repair, huh? So that means that the downstairs should be... And by the downstairs, I mean the upstairs. I didn't even realize that was an upstairs, not a downstairs. No need to remove the item just yet. Check this side. I don't think there's any... There's just a single chest here. Yeah. Alright. Back up the middle. And indeed, further up the middle, and we can get into a couple of battles here. A couple more junk enemies. Unfortunately, we're not really going to get to see Frog doing a whole lot with that Champion's Badge just yet, because these dudes. Alright, some more skellies in here, and we've got the return of the Shadow Sprite, oddly enough, in the form of souls. Which are called something different in the SNES version that is, like, not related to this whole theme at all. Like, I think they're called base or something. These guys, physical damage? No. They just don't take kindly to fire, apparently. Lightning? They're yellow, though. That seems like it could not be prudent. Oh, it does some damage. Yeah, they're just very high resistance. And have, like, 100 HP, and that's it. Let's actually take a look in the book, because I don't remember those being like that. Although I do remember them having not super high HP. Maybe we can find some info in here. That'll tell us a thing. Yeah, here we go. 99 magic defense, 88 HP. Yeah, they're just weirdos. Okay. That's a weirdly low amount of damage to be dealt by Magus, you know? A little bit of fire. And throw down a water 2 as a follow-up. And as long as you do 13 damage to one of them, we're good. Yep, nice and simple. After a moment, anyway. Alright. So with that done, this area should be completely secure, so we can go and loot the hero's grave in the present, then come back to the past and do it. Alright. Let's grab our stuff. Now that Cyrus's ghost is not there to tell us to fuck off. And we got the Moonbeam armor, which is a much better piece of defensive gear than the Nova armor, but I don't think it has status immunity. Yeah, see, it has 10 magic defense. Although it does take our strength down. Well, that's because the dragon armor provides plus 10 strength. But it has a little better defense, and the magic D increase is pretty nice. Let's see if somebody specifically really wants that. I think not. I think we're going to give that over to Chrono, because he can deal with that attack loss. Because A, his strength was better than Frog's to begin with, and B, he has that crit rate up, so... He also is equipped with the sunglasses, so that improves things even further. Hey, we got an elixir. And we're going over here, Open the chest. And we got the Suzaku. That is a pretty good weapon for Chrono, but it's not going to beat out the Rainbow. And we got... That's where that is. We got the Valkyrie Bow. That is Marle's ultimate weapon in the original. And it has a pretty good amount of damage. See, this place is still a little bit of a mess, but eh. Hey, turbo ether. Alright, is there anything to see at the gravesite? Yes, there's a magic capsule. Very nice. Very good, very good, very good. Very glad for that being there. Let's go ahead and use that. We're going to use that on Chrono, actually, because his magic is pretty pathetic. Wow, Chrono, how'd you end up with only 29 magic? Jesus, man. Jesus, man. I forgot that it was that low. I thought he was a lot more well-rounded, I guess. This is what happens when you become that focused on Sword as your main stat. Anyway, back to the past to go and loot that set of things in the hero's grave. I don't remember if the regular chests are affected by time or not, but certainly the special chests are going to be. There probably won't be anything back here, but we'll take a look anyway. And again, who would say no to more of these great, great consumables that I'm probably not going to actually remember to use? The left. Elixir. That's right, we got a thing that elixirs. And we get a Nova Armor, which is pretty much obsolete at this point because we have Vigil... Yeah, because we have the Vigil hats. That's not really an important thing, but we'll take it anyway. And obviously the weapons back here are just completely outdone already, but who cares? We're here, let's take them. Elixir, I hardly know her. Yeah, that's the level of humor I'm on. We may as well take a look at these other weapons and see how outperformed they are by our other gear. Alright, so the Suzaku has a very interesting effect of doing quad damage with crits. This could actually be a decent weapon, despite its attack power not being so great if we equip the Dragon's Tier. However, even then, I don't think it has a great critical hit chance. Meanwhile, the Onimaru is just a damage stick that's worse than the Slasher 2. And the Siren's Kiss is weaker than the Stardust Bow even, wow, but it can inflict stop. So, considering how we've seen the Judgment Scythe to be really broken in a lot of cases, that might actually be a weapon that is as good or better in certain circumstances than the Valkyrie Bow was. Possibly. That said, I don't really care much for using Marle for physical attacks unless there's literally nothing else for her to be doing. But there we go. We have completed Fiona's Forest, Ozzy's Fort, Genodome, the Sun Shrine, the Hero's Grave, and Giant's Claw, and all of their attendant side quests afterwards. We have completed all 6 of the main side quests in the original Chrono Trigger. And so we're going to go back to 12,000 BC, and once we heal, then we're going to make our entrance into the Black Omen. We're not going to be able to finish it tonight because I'm going to want to go to bed at some point, but we are going to be able to start, which is quite nice. There's a save point. There should be a place where we can rest, right? I don't think this dude has anything new for us. New. Because, you see. Oh. Anyway, yeah. Nothing of importance. Did you guys, like, save a healing square down here or something? I thought that was the case. No, I'm just imagining things. Oh, and look, Alphador is following Magus around and meowing at him. That's cute. Is this your cat? Yep. Unfortunately, we can't take the cat with. That would be pretty great. Can we just pick up the cat? So let's go ahead, let's use a shelter since there was no healing point here. And now we gotta set up our party. Which in this case, we're going to actually put Chrono to the wayside, which is kind of sad that we're not actually gonna use him too much because we want Ayla in the party to be able to steal stuff. Because there is a lot to be stolen in the Black Omen. Can't even pet the cat, terrible game. And we're gonna substitute Frog with Robo because while the Masamune is cool and all, Robo is just a better frog at this point. Except for the lack of water magic, but I mean, Magus is here. And Magus is staying in the party because he is a really neat all-rounder. And again, he gets some special dialogue in the Black Omen because of his being a character who already existed here to begin with. Alright, we got some laser guards. We're gonna just throw out some lightning too. And that should solve our problems. Although, of course, at least one of them is gonna explode because you can't really sneak a turn in very easily like that. One thing that would be nice, but it's not gonna break my heart too much that it's not a thing, but if there was some sort of, like, special indicator on enemies whose turns were queued up to go immediately, that would be nice. But, you know, game made in 1995. Probably nobody thought of it at the time. Oh, hi, Queen Seal. Well, I mean, if you're immortal, that's fine. That just means we can keep whooping your ass until we get tired. In a mere 14,000 years. Yeah, that number does change, by the way, with each different time period you go to. Also, if you try to go in at 2300 AD, she pops up at the entrance and is like, "What the hell are you doing, dumbass? You can't get in here." It's not literally those words, but the idea is the same. And she throws a boss at us to start, the Mega Mutant. Gonna start out trying to confuse us all, which is, you know, whatever, we're fine. So this guy doesn't really have a whole lot interesting going on, if I recall correctly. We just punch it in the face a bunch. Until eventually it's just, you know, until eventually it just dies. It attempts to use a lot of status effects, but we're not really concerned about that right now. We have status immunity for, like, everybody. Okay, so the legs are a properly fully independent unit. Oh, I feel like I've never seen that attack animation before. I didn't even know that attack existed. Interesting. But it didn't do anything to us because we're all immune to statuses. Because, you know, we picked that gear up. Alright, shieldsmen. These dudes are going to behave just like the blue shields that we saw in Guardia Castle. Do these have anything to steal? I think they might do, but they're not the ones that we're looking for. They're not the big steal that we can get here. Oh, I fucked But thankfully, we hit hard enough that we don't care. Good job, Robo. Robo just punching straight through those things instantly. That's pretty awesome. Alright, Martellos. These are, again, pretty simple enemies. They look like the turrets from the Black Omen, the Black Bird, but they don't do Omni-Lock. There's something else that does that in this dungeon, though, so you're not completely out of the woods. However, again, we don't care about their tech point bounty because we're already at maximum tech points. They do, however, have a decent chunk of experience, so at least there's that, but we'll deal with that when we get there. These Fang Beasts, well, we missed charming them, so we don't know exactly what they have yet. But I think they have an item of some value. Oh, right, they have Nova armor. Okay, so that... Nah, who cares? I'm back to these dudes aren't important. They do, however, have a lot of HP. That animation looks really silly. Nice. Real nice game. Get this thing the fuck out of here. Come on! There we go. Actually, I want to take a look at my stats. Yeah, Robo's at 14 speed. I think I have a speed tab that I can feed him. Yeah. Alright, Robo, get yourself even closer to the limit here. Synchrite and Martellos. These things are capable of inflicting stop, I think. Which, again, we kind of don't care about that, but it's there for folks who are in other positions. Although they also have a lot of HP. They have like 2200 or something. They're pretty beefy. They are worth a decent chunk of coin and a decent chunk of experience, though, so hard to complain about that. Okay, what am I doing? I can just do that. Alright, so here's where we first start finding the first important steal of the dungeon. Are from these panels. Because they should give us speed tabs, yeah. And you don't want to miss those. There's a fairly limited amount of them because these enemies do not respawn. Come on! And that's not like, oh, you've stolen from the enemy already, because we clearly charmed the other one. Do I have to equip you with the charm top, Ayla? I will if I have to. I just don't want to. And see, that's why we don't try chipping them down any, because Robo just exploded that thing in a single hit. Alright, so let's use up our speed tabs. And here's 2 more. Don't queue the next turn until after we see the steal succeed or fail. Ayla, can't you even charm a goddamn robot right? For fuck's sakes. Fuck, damn it. Oh, or Twitch ads being... Yeah, they did something recently with everything else that apparently ad blocker just doesn't fucking work anymore on Twitch ads. On top of everything else. Which, guys, come on. I understand that Jeff Bezos or whoever... Well, technically I don't think that Jeff Bezos is that involved with Amazon anymore, but Amazon owns Twitch, as we all know. I know that whoever operates the company, quote-unquote, needs to make money, but people use ad blockers for a good fucking reason. And it's not just because people don't want to see ads. Which, I mean, yes, that it's true, but also, more importantly, it's because there's ads that cause a lot of problems, but I digress. Anyway, here is yet another of these type of fights. I forget if there's a specific order that we have to kill these enemies in. I think the nomads are the ones that are more evasive, and the watchers are the ones that are just there to activate auto lock or omni lock or whatever it's called. Yeah, what I was saying before is definitely correct, or at least it sure feels like it. Anyway, yeah, they're worth 1,000 experience and 750 gold. But obviously, as we are locked, these things have no important items to steal. They also have no drops. Oh, they do have attacks, though. That's interesting. I think that's supposed to cause a status effect, possibly sap, but obviously it doesn't work on us because, you know, look at us. Although that said, Omnilock manages to go through our status immunity for some reason. It seems a little bit like somebody's using a Game Shark, I'm not gonna lie. And that somebody is all of our enemies at once. Well, hey, at least Magus can hit these things. You go, dude. Yeah, he seems to be the most consistently accurate out of our party. I don't know if that's actually the case, but I guess I can take a look. Yeah, actually he is. Wow. Alright, metal mutants. I don't believe these dudes have anything to steal, but we'll try them anyway. Although again, I don't know how reliable Ayla is going to be with stealing. No, they have turbo ethers. That's not a bad steal. So, nah, fuck it. Let's kill him. I was like, hey, maybe we should... No, forget that. Okay, this is a fight where we have things that I know are worth stealing. The Flyclops. You want to steal from these because, well, I won't spoil it yet. We'll just let it happen. We obtained a golden stud. Yes. These things have great steals. This is a good place to stock up on these if you don't have a full set yet. I mean, you're probably not going to need all of them, but why not? Also, hey, nice, the two metal mutants are stunned. So, I guess while they're stopped, I should probably take this opportunity to kill the Flyclops. Also, yeah, I was gonna say they respond to techniques by stealing MP, but I think it's just that they spam Osmos in general. Alright, and into the next room, and those panels do not count as enemies, apparently. Nor these ones, although I guess they are in a slightly awkward position. Hey look, it's an elevator. And we got two big blue Gatos. These are called Cybots. Looking a little bit different from how they did in Chrono Cross. I don't remember what you can steal from them. You can steal ambrosia. Okay. So I actually learned what that does recently. It randomly heals either your HP or your MP, or sometimes both, by like a randomized amount. So not exactly the most helpful thing in the world, but interesting nonetheless. I guess there was somebody who was like, hey, I learned how to script this, and they just put it in the game with no real regard for anything else. So, I mean, hey, why not, right? Right, we get another fight here, right? Oh, we get more of these chuckleheads. Yeah, it's two fang beasts, right? Alright, Magus. Feed them a dark matter. There we go. I had to scroll down to it properly. Killer Dorito. Oh, they absorb shadow. Never mind. That's a pisser. That said, I think there's another fight on here, so it's a good thing that they give you a little bit of time between the fights in order to sneak in some healing magic. Oh no, it's only the 2 fights. Oh hey look, these things that we couldn't see. Well, that's fine. It's another simple fight to mash through. And get nothing out the deal, basically. Oh hey, Ayla just auto-countered that. Nice. I love when enemies counter increasingly silly things. Alright, so these Hydrocondas, they have... Well, first of all, they can just eat things and steal all their HP. And secondly, if I can actually land a charm, they have Mega Elixirs to steal, which is not a bad idea to stock up on those. Because, hey, why not trivialize fights entirely, right? Ah, good. But yes, look at all these panels that we can't actually get into a fight with. What a load of boot. But hey, there's a free Mega Elixir, so that's nice. 30k. And we continue forward. Oh hey, look, more of these things. Enemy has nothing to give but gratitude. Yeah, thanks a lot. Sometimes the enemies just won't have Mega Elixirs. At least those dudes who actually carry them. Ayla gets like 99% of her MP removed. Also, good job landing that counterattack, Ayla. We're gonna kill the other one before we can steal a gold stud. Still, we have 4 of them now. I mean, that's probably more than we need, realistically speaking. Oh well. Alright. Yeah, sure, game. Just keep giving me these things. couple of levels. Nice. Won't complain about that. Although I will look at all of these wall panels and despair a little bit about the fact that I'm not getting any more panel fights here. I just want my damn magic taps. Is that so wrong? Magic taps. Speed taps. Pardon me. Listen to me being bad at video games. And remembering things. By the way, I did a quick check, and Synchronites have gold earrings as their steel, which are not useful to us in the slightest at this point. Everybody's HP is above 999, I'm pretty sure. And by above, I mean at, because you can't actually get above 999, but whatever. Come on, let me fight the wall panels, damn it. Let me get my drugs. Elixir, there's a Vigil Hat, there's a save point, Nova Armor, a Mega Elixir, another Mega Elixir, and a Haste Help. Wow. What a place in terms of goodies. That is significant. Got some items for sale here, no gear. This dude can let us out of the Black Omen, which is nice. Otherwise, it's just a restore point. Do you have anything to say? Not really. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to use a shelter. And that is going to be where we call it for now. I'll see you folks next time for the stunning conclusion and probably start of me dealing with New Game Plus shit or something.